Good evening now. Welcome to everybody to the University of Lethbridge and the 2017 Rising Stars ABC Bowl Game. We are going to introduce first from BC, number 4, Carson Mertz. Number 5, Jesse Wheeler. Number 6, Austin Balzer. 7, Brody Israel. 9, Darius Penner. 10, Sajun Semi. 13, Tristan Canoris. 14, Adam Brass. 16, Josh Wilson. 17, Charlie May III. 19, Nathaniel Blondo. 21, Connor Hurley. 22, Connor Adams. 23, Jacob Macri. 25, Connor McCoy. 28, Josh Fletcher. 29, Joe Nickel. 33, Braden Anderson. 34, Matthew Clack. 36, Dion Kelly. 60, Jacob Ziri. 50, Brendan Ettinger. 51, Carson Moniz. 52, Taylor Trush. 54, Zach Dubois. 55, Nathan Eldridge. 57, Jeremiah Phillips. 59, Seth Rogers. 63, Connor Douglas. 64, Mark Fontana. 66, Travis Quartzen. 67, Quinn Patterson. 73, Michael Hampton. 76, Paulo Amenta. 77, Gavin Grewal. 80, Jacob Bernath. 84, Tyler Rooker. 87, Colton Forrester. And 94, Nicholas Young. Introducing the team from Alberta, wearing number 0, Ethan Guybalt. 1, Brandon Hall. 2, Eric Allen. 3, Zach Eliason. 4, Michael Sawatsky. 5, Cordell Caillou. 6, Tyler Turner. 9, Daniel Gardner. 10, Derek Meidinger. 11, Corbin DeProse. 12, Andrew Nielsen. 13, Cody Harper. 19, Derek Kucharski. 20, Jack Halverson. 21, Gavin Young. 22, Dylan McCoy. 23, Liam Vig. 24, Evan Harkness. 25, Logan Hiltz. 29, Ben Van Leeuwen. 31, Hunter Goulet. 32, Michael Lefebvre. 33, Matthew Peterson. 34, Brody McPherson. 36, David Gould Jr. 40, Creed Willett. 43, Keegan McVitie. 40, Dawson Halleck. 47, Callum Highland. 48, Caleb Stone. 49, Isaiah Van Ness. 55, Josh Keane. 56, Brandon Thompson. 57, Elliot Spite. 58, Albert Fraser. 61, Josh Lyon. 63, Taylor Gabush. 65, Callum Betts. 66, Yager Han. 68, Milahan Kim. 73, James Dutnell. 74, David Van Cricken. 87, Jordan Roberts. 88, Daniel DeSutter. 92, Lucas Bernard. At this time, I'd ask you please rise, remove your hats, caps, and helmets. Introducing Miss Janice Lozano for the singing.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and forever. free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Lethbridge Community Sports Stadium. We have the final game of this quadruple header in the ABC Border Bowl, and it is the Rising Stars contest between Alberta and BC. Grades 10 and 11 featured in the late game this afternoon. My name is Marty Wasita, joined by the Dean of Southern Alberta Football, Brian Janot, on the call today. We've had lots of great football action, but this is the game that is the feature game, of course, and I'm expecting a very good contest here between BC and Alberta. And in this Rising Stars contest, both these teams have won 2 in the series leading up to this point, so it's kind of the rubber match, so to speak, in a best-of-5 series, as Alberta is going to receive the kickoff in the blue uniforms with white trim. BC is in the dark gray uniforms with neon green numbers and trim. Alberta coached by Judd Graham of Cochrane, and Cole Sangera is the coach for BC out of Abbotsford.
Charlie, May the 3rd, here's the kickoff for BC. He has the kickoff.
It is a good boot. Tyler Turner bringing it back for Alberta, and he's chopped down at the 15-yard line. A nice open field tackle by Colton Forrester.
Colton Forrester out of Hugh Boyd, 87 down there quickly to get Turner on the play.
And if you're just tuning in on GoLiveSportscast.com, just a few different rule changes from your standard Canadian Football League rules. We are playing 4-down football, 15-minute quarters. There is a chance there may not see a punt As in place of a punt, you can just move your opposition 35 yards down the field. The pass rush is 5-man only. As we open up with a running play by Alberta off the right tackle, it is Matthew Peterson on the drive. Number 33 out of Brooks.
Austin Balzer, number 6, North Langley Kodiaks is the tackler.
And we'll get to the different convert rules once and we get to that particular play. As Derek Kucharski starts at quarterback for Alberta, the 6'1", 210-pounder out of Calgary's Austin O'Brien. Drops back to pass, forced out of the pocket and brought down by Nathan Eldridge.
55, Nathan Eldridge, 6'1", 210, out of Belmont, comes off his side of the football and cuts right in the middle to bring down the quarterback.
And so 3rd and 5 is now the down and distance for Alberta. As BC has been in good stead all day long, winning the first 3 contests in this Border Bowl matchup. Coming out of the backfield, tackled right away, Tyler Turner. And we've seen really good defense pretty much all day from British Columbia.
Colton Forrester is there again.
So 4th down now, and this is the option to punt, and Alberta does, moving the ball 35 yards down the field, so the BC offense will come out for its first series of the contest.
BC will take over 1st and 10 at their 54-yard line on that exchange.
And looks like it's Michael Sawatsky. No, let's get the right team up. Carson Mertz will be playing quarterback for Team BC, starting out in a shotgun position.
The Cowichan Bulldogs.
Single back, and it's the handoff to Braden Anderson. And he's got some room up the left sideline. Braden Anderson busting a big run on BC's first play. The BC Rising Stars off on the front foot.
Logan Hiltz, 25 of Calgary Cowboys, got the angle on him and got him out of bounds. But a big gain for BC on their first play offensively.
He broke a couple of tackles before he hit the first down marker, and then once he got into the Alberta secondary, making some hay down the left sideline, and it'll be 1st and 10 BC from the 19.
A gain of 42 yards.
So an I formation now behind Mertz. Fakes the handoff, dropped by Jacob Macri, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So a bit too fast on that exchange for British Columbia. The ball was dropped, but recovered by BC.
21 Gavin Young out of Peace River is there on the stop, along with number 32 Michael Lefebvre of the Calgary Colts. And a loss back to the 22.
Yeah, 2nd and 18 now. As now lining up in the shotgun. And pre-motion snap. Nobody in the backfield. Roll out. And the Carson Mertz pass goes incomplete.
Intended for number 5, Jesse Wheeler, but was bounced low.
So a 3rd down and very long.
3rd down.
As we played a couple, 3.5 minutes now in the first quarter.
3rd down and about 18 to go.
Yep. As Mertz lines up in the shotgun, split backs. And the snap was bounced. Mertz picks it up. And into double coverage, Jacob Macri was the intended receiver, but that ball falls to the turf. So a 4th down play here now. And we have a penalty on the play. And roughing the passer is the call, so a big turn of events. Alberta got the stop it needed.
First down on the penalty, though.
But we'll get a first down now from, looks like the 8-yard line. First and goal, BC.
Goal at the 8. First and goal at the 8.
So good opportunity here for BC to get into the end zone. Merritt's the handoff, inside run, and a spin into the end zone for Braden Anderson. As we look at the Feature Productions replay, the run up the middle, a nice spin by Anderson near the goal line, and he carries his momentum over for the major.
Good run for Braden Anderson, 8 yards as he powers himself into the end zone. The last 2 yards, just taking the tackler, keeps those legs driving. And 17, Charlie May is on for the extra point attempt.
So the
extra
converts,
2 point
yeah, that's right. Converts kicks are worth 2. Anything else is worth 1 that's converted. And that's easily done by May. So an 8-0 score for British Columbia, as it's a good opening drive for the West Coasters. And a determined run for the touchdown from 8 yards from Braden Anderson. Fullback out of Rutland, 5'9", 198 pounds. Last year it was BC emerging with a 35-31 victory over Alberta. So a close contest. And it was close the year before in 2015 as well, with Alberta coming away with a 29-22 victory.
BC's opening possession, a 54-yard drive for the touchdown on 6 plays.
And so May to handle the kickoff here for BC. And he kicks it away. Taken on a bounce by Eric Allen. And with some speed, he's over the 35-yard line, down at the 40. Nice return there for Eric Allen out of West Central. 5'11", 145 pounds. Alberta will start this drive at the 40-yard line, first and 10.
Downfield on the tackle for BC, 21, Connor Hurley. 5'11", 175 out of Holy Cross.
Our lead official for today's game is John Gleason. He also handled the lead officiating duties in our previous matchup in the Rising Selects contest. So once again, it's Derek Kucharski in the shotgun as we have a flag down, and he's wrapped up in the backfield. Gavin Grewal.
77, Grewal.
Coming down the middle for the sack.
6'2", 280 on Frank Hurt. Penalty on the play.
And
offside.
Offside British Columbia. And so we'll march off 5 yards and make it first down for Alberta. First and 5 from the 45. 10:37 to play in the first quarter. BC drawing first blood here in the Rising Stars game. Kucharski from the shotgun swings it out wide for Tyler Turner, and he gains the first down after a stiff hit from Josh Fletcher.
Fletcher knocking him out of bounds. Fletcher 5'11", 150, Langley Stampeders. About a first down on that catch and run for Tyler Turner. Tyler Turner out of the Brooks Buffaloes, and I recall him as an outstanding Bantam player when he was with the Brooks Roadrunners in the Southern Alberta Minor Football Association.
So again, Kucharski in the shotgun, one back, and it's a handoff. And nice moves there by Matthew Peterson. And a big rumbling run up the left sideline for Matthew Peterson.
Charlie May taking him out of bounds. Charlie May, the third, 5'11", 165 of North Langley Kodiaks.
So we look at the Feature Productions replay. Good blocking by Alberta, especially on the left side there. And it's a 1st and 10 for Alberta from the BC 40. First time for Alberta in BC territory. And now it's a direct snap to Peterson. And we have a flag down on the play. So Kucharski was
holding.
Yeah, in the backfield on that play, but we have a flag. So a big penalty on first down, marches Alberta back 10 yards, and make it a 1st and 20. So Kucharski once again lining up in the backfield. As we have a running back in at pivot, and the fake, and it is handed off. So a nice bit of misdirection there as Creed Millette got the pitch from Dave Gould Jr.
Connor McCoy, number 25 on the tackle, 6'3", 192 out of West Side. 8-yard gain.
Yep, almost back to the original line of scrimmage on that first down play. So 2nd and 12. And it looks like Coach Graham's offense out of Cochrane, very complex so far, as he's had 3 different players line up behind center. And it's more of a standard look as Derek Kucharski is back in the shotgun position. And hands off to McLeod. He broke a tackle, but Gould barely getting back to the line of scrimmage. Dave Gould Jr., 5'8", 178 pounds out of Catholic Central.
First man there on the stop for BC, Nathaniel Blondo, number 19, 6 foot, 165 out of Belmont. And a loss on the play of a couple of yards?
Yeah, so 3rd and 13. Alberta from the BC 44-yard line. Kucharski in the shotgun. He's got Gould behind him, 5 receivers. And looking to air it out up the far sideline. And for a moment, Cordell Caillou was open, and he's taken down.
There's a flag down
prematurely, so
it suggests
it's
pass
like Alberta is
interference.
going to get another first down here.
Kucharski down the sidelines, and it's up for grabs. And the DB did not play the ball. He played the man, and when that happens, it's usually pass interference.
Yeah, Nathaniel Blondeau in just a bit too quickly on that defensive play for BC. So pass interference, the call. Make it a first down for Alberta. Now 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. 8:07 to play here in the first quarter. BC drawing first blood on the Braden Anderson 8-yard touchdown run. Now Kucharski lining up in the shotgun. Rolling out to the right. He's got no one to throw to, and I'm not sure if he got that out of his hand in time before he's forced out of bounds. I think it's a sack.
21, giving him pressure, knocks him out of bounds at the BC bench.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why Kucharski just didn't throw that away. Thought of it a bit too late, so call it a loss of 5. Second down and 15.
Back to the 34.
So Kucharski lining up in the shotgun. Gould the tailback, 5 receivers. Actually, he's got split backs now. 4 receivers in the play. Swings it out to the left side. Catch by Cordell Caillou. And pretty good open field tackle there by Josh Fletcher, holding him to a gain of about 6.
5, Cordell Caillou takes the swing pass. Gets a block from number 20, Jack Halverson, and gets a couple extra yards. Still brings up 3rd down and 6.
Alberta starting to march here as Kucharski in the shotgun. 1 back, 5 receivers. And he steps up, trying to look down the middle. And that pass intended for Jack Halverson from the LCI
penalty marker
Rams.
down back at the 30-yard line. Going to be unnecessary roughness against BC.
So a couple of penalties here by BC, extending this Alberta drive as the blue crew looks to get on board on the scoreboard.
Roughing the passer will be a first down on the penalty.
So move the chains up 15 yards.
Right just outside the 10-yard line.
So I guess well, it looks like they're marking it on the 10.
Okay, so first and goal on the 10.
Yep. Single back as Kucharski keeps, and all over that play
is number 52, Taylor Trush. 5'9", 175 out of Rutland.
Anticipated the play well, and a big loss on first down for Alberta.
Back to the 19.
So your running back in there right now is Ben Van Leeuwen from Belrose. Single back. Creed Willett coming in motion across the formation. Kucharski steps up into the middle of the defense and gets it past the original line of scrimmage. And so it'll be third down now.
Taylor Trush again,
for
52,
Alberta.
Bringing him down.
About 9 to go for Alberta. Should be just third down. As Alberta looks for the play from the sideline. Under 5:40 now to play here in the first quarter. British Columbia ahead 8-0 in the Rising Stars game at the ABC Border Bowl.
Third and goal at the 8.
And we've got Van Leeuwen in behind center, taking the direct snap and the run up the middle. Van Leeuwen sniffing the goal line, but taken down at about the 2. So Ben Van Leeuwen on the carry.
And on the stop is Brennan Ettinger, number 50, 6 foot 240 out of West Side.
And on fourth down,
It's down to the 2-yard line.
it looks like we're going to have a field goal attempt. Michael Lefebvre is the place kicker out of the Calgary Colts program. Kucharski the holder. The snap is good, and the field goal is good.
And that's 10 yards on the field goal.
10-yarder for Lefebvre. Puts Alberta on the board, trimming the lead to 5. So a nice response there by Alberta after the BC touchdown. Couldn't punch it in, and a couple of BC errors on penalties helped extend that drive, but a good long march for Alberta. And they're on the scoreboard, down 8-3.
14 plays on that drive. Results in a field goal. And Alberta on the board, 8-3 BC.
Yeah, quite a few different looks for Alberta, as we mentioned on that drive. A couple of direct snaps to the running backs.
Almost go back to the old single wing days when the quarterback was off to the right. All he did was call the signals, went back to the tailback or somebody else, and everybody shifts in motion. And
so Michael Lefebvre will kick off for Alberta. Back deep for British Columbia, Jesse Wheeler, number 5.
And over there looks like 16, Josh Wilson.
Yeah. Kick towards the sidelines, and that goes out of bounds. So from the 40 is where BC will start this next drive. Successful on their first. So with 4:28 to play here in the first quarter, BC, second possession of the contest. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Back in at quarterback, number 4, Carson Mertz, 5'11", 175 pounds, of the Cowichan Bulldogs. And BC coming out and in full house backfield. Now Josh Wilson goes in motion. And the handoff to Tristan Canoris as he's brought down at the line of scrimmage by Alberta. Good pursuit by the Alberta defense.
Derek Meidinger, number 10 out of Brooks. Brooks Buffaloes made the tackle on the pursuit. So no gain.
Corbin DeProse was in the backfield as well from Sherwood Park to disrupt that play. 2nd and 10 BC. Mertz lining up in a shotgun. Fake handoff now out to the left. And a fumble, ball on the ground, recovered by Alberta.
Number 47, Callum Hyland, out of the LCI Rams, recovers the football.
So the pass completed out wide to Tyler Rooker. And he took a big shot and put the ball on the ground, and Alberta forcing the first turnover of the game.
Number 49, Isaiah Van Ness out of McCoy and Medicine Hat made the hit. And Callum Hyland from the LCI Rams made the recovery, and it's Alberta ball.
So Alberta takes over now, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Kucharski from the shotgun, looking long. And a one-handed attempt there by
flag down
Cordell Caillou. And kind of reminiscent of the previous drive, as Caillou was targeted on that right-hand side on the pass by Kucharski. And he almost came down with this, Brian. Nice effort.
Tried a one-handed circus catch, didn't make the catch, but the interference call will give Alberta a first down.
So once again in a bit early, Nathaniel Blondeau at cornerback for BC.
27-yard line, 1st and 10 for Alberta.
So Kucharski lines up in the shotgun, single back. He's got 5 receivers. Van Leeuwen on the handoff. Gets a few tough yards up the middle. Van Leeuwen, 6'1", 205 pounds, out of Belrose. And now he comes out of the game, replaced by Matthew Peterson at tailback. Gain of about 4, so make it 2nd and 6, Alberta. So we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Kucharski in the shotgun. Handoff to Peterson, and he breaks a tackle at the line and spins his way for a few yards. Tough running there by Matthew Peterson from Brooks.
94, Nicholas Young on the stop. 6'1", 250 out of the Cowichan Bulldogs, also bringing him down. Charlie May, the 3rd, 17.
3rd and 2 now for Alberta. As Kucharski gets the play call. He's got Peterson as the single tailback. 5 receivers, 3 to the right side of the formation. And a short pass over the middle.
Over the middle, looking for number 20, Halverson.
And that play didn't quite develop as Alberta hoped, so an incompletion forcing a 4th down.
87, Colton Forrester was the coverage.
So we'll see Alberta attempt another field goal. Michael Lefebvre, the kicker, successful on his first attempt, a chip shot from 10 yards.
And he will attempt the kick from the 26. The holder is the quarterback, 19, Derek Kucharski.
low snap handled by Kucharski, and he got it down in time for a good make. So 26-yard field goal by Lefebvre. And it's an 8-6 lead, BC. So we look at the Feature Productions replay. Good save by Kucharski on the low snap, and that boot right down the middle for Michael Lefebvre. With 48 seconds left here in the first quarter, Alberta draws within 2, down 8-6.
So Alberta chipping away at that BC lead. A couple of field goals by Lefebvre. That field goal there, the first one was about convert distance, but that field goal was a little more difficult. And Kucharski did a good job on the hold. As you well know, the whole business of field goals, it's going to be teamwork with the snapper, the holder, and the kicker.
So Lefebvre to kick off to BC. They have 3 players deep to receive this kickoff. And a better kick from Lefebvre, stays in bounds. This one picked up by Josh Wilson as he's making his way across the field. A big block there by Jacob Bernarth, but Alberta doing pretty well to chase down Wilson as he brings the return out to the 20. Nice directional kick by Lefebvre as he got it to Josh Wilson on the right-hand side.
Chasing him down to make the tackle was number 24, Evan Harkness. The W.R. Myers Rebels out of Tabor.
So BC will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Carson Mertz still in at quarterback. He's got a couple of running backs, now split. And here comes Jacob Macri in motion. The fake of the handoff and then given to Braden Anderson. And he runs up the middle for a good gain of about 5 here on first down.
Stop is made by 88 Daniel DeSutter, 6 foot, 170 out of St. Joseph's. Also on the tackle is Harkness.
And the horn goes. This will be our final play of the first quarter, provided there's no penalty. So shotgun for Mertz, split backs. 4 receivers, low snap. He picks it up off the carpet, out to the left side, and juggled by Tyler Rooker and knocked away by the Alberta defender.
That was number 40, Creed Willett, Medicine Hat Crescent Heights, on the coverage.
So through 15 minutes.
Knock it away.
Yeah, it is BC on a Braden Anderson 8-yard touchdown run, and the convert made by Charlie May III that hold an 8-6 lead right now over Alberta as we'll switch ends at University of Lethbridge Community Sports Stadium. It's been a fine day of football here in Lethbridge. Beautiful weather all day. It's about 25 degrees right now as we play this game. A light wind out of the west. And some big scoring going on by British Columbia in the opening games. 51-14 the final in the Young Stars game for BC, and the Future Stars game. It was 35-0 for BC, doing it on both sides of the football. And then 56-28 in the game that preceded this one, the Rising Selects from British Columbia coming away victorious. So 3rd and 5 right now. As Mertz under center takes the snap, fakes the handoff out in the flat. And it looks like there was a catch made there on the far sideline by Braden Anderson coming out of the backfield. Still short of the first down by a couple yards.
Good catch by Anderson, diving for the ball near the sidelines, but he looks like he's a couple yards short of the first down.
And BC elects to punt the ball. Again, the punt rule is we just move the ball 35 yards down the field, changing the field position in the ABC Border Bowl rules. Marty Basita and Brian Janot on the call. Thanks so much, everyone who's tuned in on GoLiveSportscast.com. Watch these fine young players go at it here.
We put the ball at the 46. for Alberta, 1st and 10.
So Alberta looking to score again. A couple of field goals in the first quarter by Mike Lefebvre. And staying in at quarterback, number 19, Derek Kucharski. As he goes under center, I formation. Matthew Peterson in motion. Kucharski back to pass. Looking on the far sideline and turned around was Cody Harper, 5'9" receiver out of Catholic Central.
7, Brody Israel, 5'10", 155 from South Kamloops on the coverage.
And look at the feature productions replay. And ball was there. And we have a flag down behind the play. And that's marching Alberta backwards.
Holding.
And a holding call on Alberta, so make it 1st and 20. With not quite a minute played here in the second quarter. And now it looks like it's Peterson behind center with a direct snap. Goes right up the middle. And about a 3-yard gain.
In on the
for
stop,
Matthew Peterson.
number 59, Seth Rogers, 6'4", 235, Victoria Spartans.
So in this play, it's Kucharski behind center. Peterson behind him. 5 receivers. And 3 in motion. Kucharski rolling out to his left. He's got some daylight. And closed down there by Taylor Trush. He's had a couple nice plays on defense for BC so far in this game, Brian.
Trush on the pursuit. He's had a few tackles so far in this game.
So make it 3rd and 13 for Alberta at the 43-yard line. Kucharski lining up in the shotgun. Peterson behind him as tailback. 5 receivers. And the handoff to Peterson. Finds a bit of a hole on the left side, breaking a couple of tackles, but brought down just short by about a yard of the first down.
Charlie May the third, 17, just dumps him just about, looks like possibly about 2 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, an 11-yard gain there for Peterson, but it's a 4th down call now for Alberta. And we'll see what they want to do here. And it looks like Alberta's going to go for it on 4th down. So Kucharski in the shotgun. Peterson, the tailback. 4 receivers to the left side of the formation. And it's a handoff to Peterson. And he breaks a tackle to get the first down.
Hard running for Peterson over that left side.
Bit of shoving after the play as well.
A little bit of a scuffle afterwards, but Peterson might be close to 5 yards on the gain.
So we look at the feature productions replay. Peterson off left tackle. Collapsed on that side, so that gave him enough room to maneuver for the first down. And Peterson now checking out of the game. And checking in at tailback, number 36, Dave Gould Jr. And it is judged to be a first down for Alberta. So 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line, 11:26 to play here in the first quarter.
Gain of 6 for Alberta, and they set up 1st and 10.
So again, Kucharski in the shotgun, single setback. And coming in motion was Cody Harper. They run up the left side for Gould, and more laundry on the field. The flags have been flying here the last couple games.
And it's going to be against Alberta on the penalty.
And that's going to 15-yard penalty, or maybe 10. There's
Holding.
Only 2 5s, right? That they flashed.
Right.
So a 10-yard penalty, making it 1st and 20 now for Alberta as they go back over their side of midfield. 1st and 20 from the 50-yard line. So again, from the shotgun, Kucharski, single tailback behind him, looking to pass, steps up and throws. Looking for, oh, what a catch! Cody Harper in double coverage brings it down at the 23-yard line. Kucharski airing it out. Had a lot of faith in his receiver, Cody Harper, 5'9" out of Catholic Central. But he hauls down the biggest gain so far of the game for Alberta.
Pass down the sidelines, and Cody Harper makes the adjustment to make an outstanding catch and a first down for Team Alberta. And our timekeeper, Kevin Weiber, would be smiling at that one. He used to coach him in minor football with the Lethbridge Junior Bulldogs.
So 1st and 10 from the 24. Again, Kucharski airing it out. This time he's picked off. Looked like Charlie May III playing center field back there with a big interception for BC. A huge shift in momentum here in the Rising Stars game at the ABC Border Bowl. So Kucharski, as we look on the Feature Productions replay, a clean pocket, and he threw it up for Zach Eliason, but it was May III coming down with the interception, and that snuffs out a good-looking drive from Alberta.
Intercepted right down at the goal line and taken back to the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for BC.
So Mertz in under center, handoff. And that's a short run up the middle for British Columbia. As the hole was closed quickly on number 22, Connor Adams.
That snuffed out a 9-play drive for Alberta, who was moving the football. They were moving the football down into BC territory, and then the interception nullifies the drive. BC gets the football back.
So gain of 2 for British Columbia on that carry. 2nd and 8 with 9:25 to play here in the second quarter. Mertz under center, fakes the handoff, and then gives it to Jacob Macri. A couple of good moves to get towards the first down marker.
Tackle is made by number 74, David Van Creeken, 6'3", 227, out of Winston Churchill Bulldogs in Lethbridge.
It'll be about 3rd and 3 for BC. Outside of that opening drive from Braden Anderson. Capped by a Braden Anderson 8-yard touchdown. Had a little bit more difficulty moving the football against this Alberta defense. Mertz under center, I formation. Behind him. And Mertz looking to air it out, and that was well short of the intended target, Sajun Semi from Mount Douglas. So 4th down. And the punt is called, so we'll move the ball 35 yards downfield. Another good defensive stand for Alberta coming up on defense after the turnover. Will not haunt Alberta on this particular occasion, the first turnover of the game for the team in blue.
Alberta taking over 1st and 10 at their own 49.
So nice field position here for Alberta to start this drive. First and 10 from the 49-yard line. Kucharski is back in at quarterback. Lucas Bernard, the center, has done a pretty good job snapping into the shotgun. DeLue on the carry, determined run there by Ben Van Leeuwen. Breaks a couple of tackles.
17, Charlie May finally brings him down after a gain of about 7.
Make it 2nd and 3 for Alberta as we approach 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. No scoring as of yet in this frame, as Kucharski with Van Leeuwen behind him. Single back formation. And again, the Van Leeuwen carry, dragging a BC player with him close to the first down, and I think he's got it.
Stop made by 94, Nicholas Young.
Player down. After the play, it looks like a BC player is down. As Van Leeuwen was grabbed by Nicholas Young, but drug the BC defender far enough to get the first down. Let's see. It's hard to tell who is down right now. For BC. 8-6. British Columbia leads with 7:34 to go here in the second quarter. And they're going to move the chains. Scoring opened in the first quarter by Braden Anderson, capping a BC drive with an 8-yard touchdown run. Convert made by Charlie May III, and then a couple of field goals for Alberta in response, capping a couple of longer drives. As it was Michael Lefebvre with a 10-yard field goal followed by a 26-yard field goal, making both of his attempts in the first quarter. And that's where we stand right now, an 8-6 British Columbia lead, as the BC players still on the turf.
One of those deals where he's lying flat on his back and hasn't moved, at least that we can see.
Mm-hmm. He was kind of grabbing his head. I think I saw on the replay as Van Leeuwen moved past him on the rush. Certainly take every precaution for player safety here at the ABC Border Bowl. Hasn't moved since he went down to the turf. And now both teams are going to head back to their sideline.
Like we see a member of University of Lethbridge staff on the phone, so when you see that, usually that's the call for the ambulance.
Yeah, it looks like they're holding the neck of the player in position. Unfortunately, we've seen this once today already.
In an earlier game.
Future Stars game. But again, as you've stated, Brian, it could be just a precautionary measure. No chances taken these days with player safety.
Often that is the case. The questions are asked of the injured player, and then you base your next move on what he tells you. And I would possibly think if we're taking this much of a delay, the ambulance has been called.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to University of Lethbridge Community Sports Stadium as we resume the Rising Stars game between Alberta and British Columbia. And there's a fumble on the direct snap. The snap went to Braden Anderson as he tried to hand that off, and it's recovered by BC. So after a lengthy delay, after the injury to Jacob Bernath, first play after the delay, and it was possibly a Nathaniel Blondeau, or sorry, make that Derek Kuharski, who came in motion here for Alberta anyways.
And it was recovered by Dion Kelly, 36, out of GW Graham.
Yeah, so big chance here for BC out of the stoppage. As
and the 34 is the ball
Clack
carrier,
on
Matthew
the
Clack.
Run. Getting a decent gain on first down here, making it 2nd and 5. So once again, our thoughts are with Jacob Bernath from GW Graham, injured on the play before the stoppage. He was taken off the field on stretcher and into an ambulance, so we wish him well. For the wide receiver. So Carson Mertz is the quarterback. Inside handoff for
Anderson.
Braden Anderson. And it looks like he's got enough yardage for a first down as BC moving the chains here. So we reset things. 6 minutes now left to play in the second quarter. BC with an 8-6 lead over Alberta. Marty Basita and Brian Janot on the call from University of Lethbridge Community Sports Stadium. The final of 4 games here at the ABC Border Bowl today, featuring the Rising Stars, the best grade 10 and 11 players.
8-yard gain for Anderson to give them the first down.
Mertz from the shotgun. Hands it off to Clack coming across the formation. And gets a gain of about 5. So we look at the Feature Productions replay.
56, Brandon Thompson on the stop. With help from 47, Callum Highland. Gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now for BC. Mertz under center. Hands it off to the up back. And some power running here by BC, and Braden Anderson getting another first down.
Anderson driving forward before he's finally brought down.
So off the turnover, BC, who scored its only points on a first drive touchdown by Anderson on an 8-yard run. Threatening once again inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. And better defense there by Alberta. Dropping Matthew Clack after a short gain.
Number 9, Daniel Gardner, the tackler, out of Crescent Heights and Medicine Hat.
Second and 6 now from the 13-yard line. Mertz in the shotgun. Pistol formation. Swings it out wide, and that pass intended for Jacob Macri hits the dirt. So a 3rd down now for British Columbia, 6 to go, as they threaten to put more points on the board here with under 4 minutes to play.
Hitch
in
pass.
the second quarter.
Just was not hauled in. Would have been interesting if he would have caught that.
Yeah, some daylight in front of him. So Mertz, split backs. Sejun Semi goes in motion. And up the middle is Anderson. And that's enough for another BC first down.
Wrapping him up, 74, David Van Krieken. But it looks like it's going to be first and goal.
From the 3-yard line for BC, marching down the field after the second Alberta turnover.
Right out of the play after the ambulance left the field. And it was 36 for BC. Dion Kelly, who recovered the fumble out of G.W. Graham, the teammate of Jacob Bernath, who was hurt. Bernath.
So new quarterback in, handing off.
That time,
So Anderson wrapped up there as he took the handoff
Anderson is stacked up that time,
from Austin Balzer, number 6,
leading
North Langley.
leading the tacklers is 74, David Van Krieken.
And now
Player down,
Alberta player appears to be down on the play.
BC player.
Make it BC. In the shadow of the goalposts.
So there was no gain on the play. It's second and goal. And player down on one leg, hopping off.
So Balzer running in with the play.
So injured player number 40, Jacob Zaire, on a salmon arm.
So it's Balzer under center. As Braden Anderson as the tailback. Instead, it's
Wilson?
jet sweep, and that is Josh Wilson taking the handoff into pay dirt. BC with its second touchdown of the game. Josh Wilson.
Kind of lined up in the slot to the left, ball's handed off, and he cuts it back into the middle, breaks one tackle, and is in for a 3-yard touchdown.
That makes it 14-6 British Columbia. As looks like Charlie May the third coming back out to try the convert.
I wonder if I should call myself the third.
You are a third, so you could.
No, we'll skip that.
Okay. The snap is down, and May with lots of leg boots it through. Sajun Semi, the holder. And May the third with his second convert of the game, and BC opening up a 10-point lead, up 16-6 with 2:32 to play here in the second quarter in this Rising Stars contest at the ABC Border Battle.
So when Charlie May the third kicks that extra point, there's no mistaking that he gets all of it, because he kicks it right out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he's got a lot of leg.
Interesting to see if he lines up for a field goal. How far they maybe will take a chance if they need such a play.
He'll handle the kickoff now.
Still
Let's go ahead, Brian.
2:32 to play in the second quarter.
Yep.
And we are going to, once finish that, go right to the third quarter because of the delay, because of the injury to Jacob Bernath of G.W. Graham.
Eric Allen and Cody Harper deep.
I think
And
he swung at it and missed. I was sort of fell off the tee just as he was going to kick it. Usually that happens around here when we got 80-mile-an-hour wind.
I know there isn't much of a breeze at all right now here at Community Sports Stadium as we look at the Feature Productions replay.
And we do get sometimes 70, 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Absolutely.
During football games in the fall.
So May the third will try it again and boots it deep. And this one goes into the end zone, and that's going to almost go out of the back. Received by Cody Harper, who's looking to take it out. Cody Harper breaking some tackles from deep from his own end zone over the 35-yard line, pushed out at the 39.
Kicker, 17. Charlie May III forces him out, but that's a long run for Cody Harper. He picked that up in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, they're marking him out at the 35, Brian.
That's 20 yards deep, so he, if you count it, he might have ran at least 50 yards.
He certainly did. So first down Alberta from the 35-yard line, 2:22 on the game clock left in the second quarter. Nice return by CCH's Cody Harper. So back in at quarterback is Derek Kucharski, looking to pass here on first down and hit Zach Eliason right in the hands. And the drop by the Chinook Coyote.
I think that was a case of the old try to run before you catch it. And it'll end up a 2nd and 10.
So Derek Kucharski in at quarterback. The tailback is Dave Gould Jr. Kucharski under pressure and goes down. Big pass rush there by BC.
77 Gavin Grewal and 94 Nicholas Young are there for the sack.
As we look at the feature productions replay, they decided to have a meeting in the backfield, and they both get to Kucharski at the same time. So half a sack each, I would say.
When my sons were in their junior high Bantam days, they would have said they sandwiched him.
They certainly did. So 3rd and 14, and the whistle goes. Yeah, legal procedure now on Alberta. Will back them up even further.
Looks like the receivers on the right side all left early.
So 3rd and...
Might be 19 now?
Yeah, about 19, even 20. So Alberta has its work cut out for it with 1:28 to play here in the second quarter. Try to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. Kucharski from the shotgun, split backs behind him, and he swings it out wide. That's once again Cody Harper on the catch. Made up some distance, but not nearly enough for a first down.
Brennan Ettinger, number 50, brings him down.
Fourth down, the call, and it'll be a punt for Alberta. That'll move BC back 35 yards to take over the ball with plenty of time left here in the second quarter to get some more points before we reach halftime. And as Brian stated, we won't have a full halftime break, as with the long injury stoppage in the second quarter, they'll just resume play in the third quarter immediately after the second is done. So from the 44-yard line, BC will start this drive. Jogging in, the quarterback, number 4, Carson Mertz, gives the play call. And he'll go under center with 2 backs behind him. And it's to the tailback, the handoff to Connor Adams. Spins off a tackle, and he's down after a 7-yard gain.
74, David Van Krieken on the stop, the Winston Churchill Bulldog. And Derek Meidinger from Brooks, number 10, helped on the tackle. Gain of 6.
So 2nd and 4 as BC picking up momentum here in the second quarter after the fumble recovery by Dion Kelly. Helped lead to a Josh Wilson touchdown. And now BC again looking to score, put some points on the board before halftime. 50 seconds left to play in the quarter. In motion, Mertz back to pass. Van Krieken is in pursuit and throwing it on the far sideline. Incomplete.
Good coverage by Derek Meidinger on that play. Knocked the ball away. There's a flag down.
Pass intended for Adam Brass.
So it could be holding against BC. It is.
Yeah, it looks like they're backing up. So with 41 seconds left on the game clock here in the second quarter, BC facing a second
and 14.
Yep.
Back at the 40.
So Mertz from the shotgun. Got a single running back beside him. Jacob Macri in motion as the pass comes to the near sideline. So John Semi couldn't hold on to it for BC.
John Semi out of Mount Douglas had to kind of twist around and couldn't hold on. Make it third down.
37 seconds left to go, second quarter. Carson Mertz, pistol formation. Single running back beside him, fakes a handoff. Looking down the field, steps up in the pocket, it's floating, and that gets to Adam Brass. He's behind the defense now, gets a block. Adam Brass to the house. A long scoring play for BC, and a real dagger here right before halftime as Adam Brass hauls in the long touchdown catch.
Martz back to pass, and he lets it fly down the right sidelines, and Brass just gets behind the coverage. There was pretty good coverage, but he just got behind it, grabbed the ball, and once he got a hold of it, he was gone.
So BC adding 6 more points here right before halftime, making it 26-6, and Charlie May III is in to try the convert. And it's good, so a 59-yard touchdown pass from Carson Martz to Adam Brass, and the convert by May III makes it 28-6 with 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Can we make that 70 yards on the pass?
You can make it 70 yards, sure.
Yeah, it was from the BC 40.
Yeah, I was looking late for the marker, the down marker, and it looks like he shifted his position.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 14 from the 40.
Okay. Well, let's not take any yardage away there.
Oh, absolutely not. You want to get a quarterback upset.
No,
when
that's right.
You take his passing yardage and maybe fudge it a little bit in the wrong direction. So that's a big play to end the quarter.
And May the 3rd will kick off. Allen and Caillou back to receive this kickoff. It's Caillou on the return to the 30, cuts back to the middle over the 35, brought down at the 37-yard line.
It's a head of steam on that play. Connor McCoy, number 25, 6'3", 192 out of Westside, made the tackle.
So 15 seconds left in this half. Charlie May III certainly does have a big leg, as best we've seen today.
We were just talking about it, and that play that Cody Harper ran it out of the end zone was the back of the end zone.
So in the shotgun, Derek Kucharski. He's got Gould as his single back on the blitz, picked up by Alberta, but Creed Willett could not haul in the pass.
Creed Willett, 5'11", 195 out of Crescent Heights in Medicine Hat. 2nd and 10.
From the 38-yard line, 13 seconds to play in the quarter. Two backs, 4 receivers for Alberta on this formation. Kucharski from the shotgun. And procedure. Kucharski airs it out and hauled in by Jack Halverson.
Jack Halverson with a good gain on the play. There's a penalty marker down, though.
Offside British Columbia, so this play
Offside
will
BC,
stand.
so it'll be a big gain.
Kucharski to Halverson.
29 yards on the gain on a good catch and run by Jack Halverson of the LCI Rams. And that gives Alberta the ball 1st and 10 at the BC 42-yard line with 6 seconds to play in the quarter.
So perhaps at least one more play for Alberta here.
All right, I guess you take a crack to the end zone or whatever.
Kucharski in the shotgun. 3 receivers towards the near sideline. He steps up in the pocket and pulls it down, so that's going to come up well short of the end zone.
Another penalty marker down at the line of scrimmage.
This could be extending this drive. And
Offside.
it is offside again for BC, so another chance for Alberta. With no time on the clock here in the second quarter. Down by 18.
So it'll be 1st and 5 at the 37.
So outside BC 5-yard penalty. Remains fruit. And one more shot ending the second quarter coming up. Move the ball to the 37-yard line. 1st and 5. Lots of football left to play.
So Kucharski from the gun. Everyone in motion. Going towards the end zone. Kucharski airing it out for Halverson.
And Jack Halverson went up, climbed the ladder, but just couldn't get high enough, and that ends the first half.
So through 30 minutes here in Lethbridge, it is 24-6. British Columbia with the lead over the Alberta Rising Stars here at the ABC Border Bowl. And again, we won't have a real halftime here as we had a break earlier in the middle of the second quarter for an injury. And so the officials will meet at center field.
Meet with the captains to decide who's kicking off.
So Braden Anderson got the scoring started for British Columbia on an 8-yard touchdown run. Charlie May III made the convert to make it 8-0. Then it was back-to-back field goals for Alberta and Michael Lefebvre. He booted one from 10 yards out and then 26 to make it 8-6, and that was the score after the first quarter. Then BC, all BC here in the second quarter. Josh Wilson with a 3-yard touchdown run, and that was converted by May III. Made it 16-6 at that point, and then the longest play of the game so far, Adam Brass, 70-yard touchdown reception from Carson Martz. And the convert was made once again by Charlie May III, so another 8 points made it 28-6, and that's where we stand here at halftime. As the captains come out to center field. And the Alberta defense, which looked pretty good in the first quarter, bending a little bit here in the second. They'll have to get their form back if they want to stay in this game down by 18.
Well, it was kind of unfortunate the very first play after the long delay because of the injury to wait for the ambulance. Alberta has the ball, and the first play they ran was fumbled, and BC turned the ball over, and BC got the ball back and then scored off of it. So that changed somewhat the momentum of the game.
Very much so.
Alberta to kick off.
All right, we'll resume action here in the Rising Stars game. Grade 10 and 11 players from Alberta and BC squaring off. 30 minutes to play, and it's BC taking a 24-6 lead into the third quarter. Marty Wasita, Brian Janot on the call. On the ABC Border Ball on GoLiveSportscast.com. And so it's Michael Lefebvre to kick off. Angles it towards the far sideline. And that is tracked down by Jacob Macri. He eludes some tacklers and gets it close to midfield.
And forced out by Brody McPherson, number 34, 5'9", 180 out of Lloydminster Red Dogs.
So good starting field position here from the 52-yard line for British Columbia. As Carson Mertz will continue in at quarterback. He's got a couple of Rutland players in the backfield. Braden Anderson and Matthew Clack. The pitch out to Clack, looking up the left side. And he's brought down after about a 5-yard gain.
Gavin Young, 21, trips him up. Young, 5'9", 145 out of Peace River.
We'll make it a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4, British Columbia. First possession of the second half. Going to the team in dark gray and neon green trim. Alberta wearing their blue uniforms with white. Cole Sangera, the coach for Abbotsford, and Judd Graham coaching the Alberta team out of Cochrane. Shotgun snap, Mertz the handoff to Anderson. Inside run, and finding plenty of daylight there as he charges past the first down marker.
Good run for Anderson before he's brought down by 24, Evan Harkness of the W.R. Myers Rebels.
Brought down at the 37-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. BC.
Goes over the left side and finds the crease for the first down.
Next play up, Mertz back under center, I formation. Kicks it out for Clack. The tailback looking for some room on the right side, but pursued there by Evan Harkness on the tackle. So gain of 4 on the play for Clack. Now he checks out. And looks like Tristan Kenoris takes over at tailback for BC. Mertz under center. And he falls, stepped on by his offensive lineman, it looks like. And he goes down on the knee, so.
I think Mertz, when he was pulling out from center, tried to move away, and the linemen were so close they tried to pull out, and he was stepped on by one of them, and down he went. Happens even in the pros, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, big guys, so sometimes the feet are pretty big too.
So 3rd and 9 for BC. Alberta could really use a stop here. Josh Wilson goes in motion, inside handoff for Anderson, and he's taken down at the 30-yard line, short of the first down. Braden Anderson, the carrier, 5'9", out of Rutland, 198 pounds.
Tacklers are 24 Harkness and 48 Caleb Stone out of Strathmore, 5'7", 125.
So 4th and 3, and on the 30-yard line, looks like BC will go for it here on this short 4th down opportunity. Big play time for the Alberta defense as we approach 11 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. No, they're going to attempt a field goal instead. So Charlie May III has the leg. We've seen that.
He will kick it from the 37.
Yep.
And that's a long field goal for this level of football.
Sajjan Semi in for the place. He had the leg and just wide. Alberta didn't have anyone back to field anything. Is there no return allowed? on a missed field goal.
Possibly.
So missing just left. Certainly had the leg to get it there. And Alberta will take over from the 35-yard line.
Wide left, it was blown dead, and Alberta will take over. Wide left, but not by much.
No. And I guess that's why you don't have anyone back there to return it.
Well, the rule's just a little bit different for the select games. Like I said, there is no punting,
Yep.
so I guess the way it would work, there probably would be no returns on a wide field goal.
So Alberta with the football. In at quarterback is number 12, Andrew Nielsen, 5'10", 160 pounds, out of Belrose. Looking to get the offense going here. And he hands it off. Big rumbling run here from Matthew Peterson. Right up the middle.
17, Charlie May III brings him down. But good hard running by Matthew Peterson gets Alberta the first down.
An 11-yard gain. Make it 10 yards. And it's a first down from the 45 for Alberta. Nielsen in a shotgun formation. Peterson behind him. And a handoff to Peterson, looking for some room. Finds a hole, squirts through, and driving his legs, gets another 8 yards.
Tacklers are 55, Nathan Aldridge, 6'1", 210 out of Belmont, and also 20, Connor Hurley.
So 2nd and 2 for Alberta. Looking to build off the missed field goal from BC, down 24-6 with 9:30 to play in the third quarter. Nielsen hands off again to Peterson. And this time BC was ready for him, stopping him just short of the first down marker.
Stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And those two guys in the middle of the line, 94 Nicholas Young and 77 Gavin Grewal, have been doing a job this afternoon and this evening for the Team BC. So it looks like we're still
third and a long one.
Third and a little better than one to go.
And Matthew Peterson checks out. Ben Van Leeuwen back in at tailback for Alberta. He's in behind Nielsen. Coming to the left side in motion. The Alberta player, Jordan Roberts. And Van Leeuwen with a big gain up the right-hand side.
Off right tackle for a big first down.
And that's well into BC territory, but we do have some a flag on the field for Alberta.
Holding Alberta.
And that's going to bring it back. And it did happen before he got the first down.
So it makes it 3rd and 11 then. Back at the 44.
So a big play on the run by Ben Van Leeuwen, negated by the holding penalty from Alberta. So now they got to gain 11 to get this first down. So Nielsen in the shotgun, Van Leeuwen the tailback. 5 receivers all in motion. And dumped over the middle, and Jack Halverson thrown behind him, couldn't make a play on it. And it'll go to 4th down.
Yeah, if it was thrown, wasn't thrown behind him and the other direction, he could have got some yardage maybe.
Yeah, it looked like there was some daylight on the right sideline. And they're going for it. Down 24-6 and under 8 minutes to play. Alberta on 4th and 11. Nielsen in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Kicks it out to Halverson in the flat. A long way to go for the first down. Halverson broke the first tackle, but a couple of BC players bring him down along the far sideline. And that's a turnover on downs on Alberta.
21, Connor Hurley on the stop. Halverson turned it upfield, got a couple yards more, but was, as you said, well short of the first down.
Yeah, he ran through the first tackle, but then BC cleaned up from there. So a gamble by Alberta doesn't pay off in this place, but with 7:30 to go, BC football first down from the Alberta 51-yard line. Mertz in the shotgun, looking out wide, and that pass did not get to Tyler Rooker. So an incompletion makes it 2nd and 10.
10 BC.
(24-6), British Columbia ahead. Mertz brings his team to the line of scrimmage, goes under center, I-back formation. And the handoff, and a fumble.
Ball is fumbled. It looks like Alberta's got it.
Christian Canoris, I think, was on the carry, and that was ripped away.
That was
and Alberta with the recovery.
Number 55, Joshua Keane, out of Medicine Heights, comes up with the football. It was David Van Krieken, 74, who grabbed the running back's arm and pulled it away. And number 55, Keane, recovers.
So a big turn of events there for Alberta, getting a second turnover now over off British Columbia. So we'll see if they can convert this into some points. Need to get some momentum going here, down by 18. Or past the halfway mark here in the third quarter. Nielsen from the shotgun, looking down the slot.
And knocked away.
Charlie May the third.
Charlie May the third knocking it away. Halverson, 20, was in the area. Also, number 1, Brandon Hall, out of Lethbridge Chinook High School. So 2nd and 10.
So Nielsen will start in the shotgun again. Gould Jr., the tailback. And he takes the handoff. Working up the right side, probing. Good patience as he picks up 8 yards on the play. Make that Dion Kelly on the carry from G.W. Graham.
And on the stop is number 9, Darius Penner, 5'8", 185, from the North Langley Kodiaks.
I was right. Dave Gould Jr. was on the carry there.
Dave Gould Jr. out of Catholic Central in Lethbridge.
So needing a conversion here. Nielsen in the shotgun, split back. And looking to throw for it. Nielsen again over the middle. And broken up on the play by Josh Fletcher.
And almost a great interception by Fletcher. He had the coverage all the way and dove and almost made a one-handed interception.
The intended receiver, Tyler Turner from Medicine Hat, but well defensed by Fletcher. And I'm going to think that Alberta's going for it here again on 4th and
about 2.
Yeah, a long 2. Nielsen from the shotgun. Gould the tailback. Low snap. The handoff did get to Gould though, and he found some room off the right tackle, punishing a couple of BC players on his way to the first down.
Broke a tackle and drives for more yardage.
Wasn't pretty, but effective on the run by Dave Gould Jr.
Colton Forrester, number 87, was in on the stop.
And so a first down for Alberta in BC territory on the 43-yard line.
Gain of 11 and a first down.
Ben Van Leeuwen now coming in at tailback for Alberta. Nielsen hands it off. Van Leeuwen looking for a run up the middle, fights off a couple of tackles. spins his way to a 5-yard gain.
Again, pulling him down 87, Colton Forrester.
Colton Forrester, 5'10", 170-pound player out of Hugh Boyd. And we got a player down right now, Nicholas Young. He's got a half sack right now for British Columbia coming off the field, gingerly. And so with 4:10 to play here in the third quarter, Alberta stringing together a couple of first downs on this drive. Nielsen from the shotgun, empty backfield. And coming into the play was Andrew Nielsen. So the
Halfback
direct
option
snap.
is caught.
Yeah. Nielsen had come from a back position.
Cordell Callio with the reception, number 5.
So the direct snap to Van Leeuwen. He hands it off to Nielsen, who rolls out to his right and finds Caillou down the field for the reception for Alberta. So moving the chains now, Alberta on this drive. 1st and 10.
A gain of 21.
From the 12-yard line.
16.
Make it the 16.
Been a long day, Marty.
We've called some football today. And now another Wildcat formation. And Van Leeuwen hands this one off to Creed Willett, more of a shuffle pass.
And good hard running again by number 40, Creed Willett. Takes it inside, then cuts it back to the outside a little bit. Yep. Looks for daylight, to run to daylight.
2nd down and less than a yard. And we have a timeout. British Columbia with 2:50 to play here in the third quarter. Alberta threatening to put some points on the board. Their first of the second half, trailing 24-6. It's been some creative play calling as well that's helped Alberta get down to this point, Brian.
Well, we decided to, every man in the backfield is eligible to take the snap, so why not?
Mm-hmm. And then a nice completion as well by Andrew Nielsen to Cordell Caillou.
And teams now using that formation they call Wildcat more often than ever was before in the last few years.
All right, so it's 2nd and about a yard for the first down. So a chance for Alberta to get a first down before getting into the end zone.
On the 7.
So Nielsen will take the snap under center. We'll let Peterson in the backfield. And the handoff to Peterson, pulling his way to the goal line.
Hard.
And it's a touchdown. Matthew Peterson with the touchdown run gives the Alberta fans something to cheer about here in the third quarter. That makes it a 12-point game.
Peterson takes it off the left tackle, and once he gets those legs driving, he, as they would say, smelled the end zone and wouldn't be denied as he took it in from 7 yards out.
And it looks like we have another player down after the play.
Somebody is down for Team BC, I believe. We can't see who, though.
And getting up, but getting off the field with some help of his teammates. That might be Gavin Grewal, who's had a nice game for British Columbia on defense. Yeah, I believe it's number 77.
An 8-play, 62-yard drive for Alberta. And Michael Lefebvre is lining up for the convert.
He's got a couple of field goals so far tonight. Looking for a 2-point convert on the kick. Kucharski puts it down on the hold, and Lefebvre kicks it through. So down 10 now. Alberta trims the lead to 24-14. With 2:42 to play here in the third quarter. And a nice drive there by Alberta, capped by a Matthew Peterson 7-yard touchdown run.
You want them back in the game and back to that 10-point difference. So there's an opportunity. The old coach, Hank Stram, he was pretty successful. Won a Super Bowl. Very talkative guy.
Yep.
Used to be an excellent color man, both on radio and television. Would say, 10 points, that's only 2 plays.
That's right. So Lefebvre will kick it off. Back deep to receive for BC, Josh Wilson and Sejan Semi. And a directional kick just over the first line of blockers, but fielded by Jacob Macri, and he's taken down at the 40-yard line.
And that was 20, Jeff Halverson. Halverson downfield quickly to make the tackle for Alberta.
So BC
Will be right at the 40.
Yeah, getting the 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line on their own side of midfield. And we'll see what kind of response they have after that nice Alberta drive. And it looks like taking the snap now is Sejan Semi. As a bit of confusion as Josh Wilson was trying to leave the play, but instead of risking a too many men on the field penalty, it's a timeout, British Columbia.
Sejan Semi was lining up in the shotgun, and he was looking around, and I think somebody was out of position or possibly didn't know what play they were going to run, so he decided to take the timeout instead of risking, the play being botched.
Yeah, we haven't seen anyone but Carson Mertz play quarterback so far for British Columbia, so we'll see if this is a one-play type of deal or if Sejan Semi's going to take over at pivot for Team BC. So out of the timeout, still 1st and 10, British Columbia. Holding down a 10-point lead. Semi in the pistol formation. One back beside him. Now coming in motion, Connor Adams. And that's going to be offside, I think. Yeah. On BC, so just going back 5 yards. And just a bit too anxious was Jacob Macri on the jump, so 1st and 15 now, BC, from the 35-yard line. So we approach 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. BC with a 24-14 lead. And Mertz is back in at quarterback. He's got one back beside him, and he hands it off to Braden Anderson. Finds a hole down the left side. He's got some daylight. Looking to track him down from behind. Alberta cannot get there. And they mark him down at the half-yard line? Not even. What a run there for Braden Anderson as we look at the Feature Productions replay.
Side judge has got his foot down just outside the 1 yard line. We'll have to see. He breaks free, and he's down the sidelines.
Just a huge hole on that left side.
And it's Ethan Gabal that has the angle on him, and he stepped out, I guess, is what they're saying.
And nearly busting that one for a big, well, it was a big play, but nearly for a touchdown.
So you, I guess, have to say that's a 69-yard run.
Yep.
Down to the 1 yard line.
And 1 yard more would have got him a 70-yard touchdown. to match Adam Brass's 70-yard touchdown catch, but instead it'll be 1st and goal for British Columbia down at the 1-yard line, and quite a response coming off that scoring drive from Alberta. And Braden Anderson. Merritt's under center looking for the sneak, and no problems. It's a touchdown. Carson Mertz getting over the goal line on the quarterback dive.
A snap, and he just pushes in behind the center and the 2 guards and is in easily.
So Carson Mertz with his first rushing touchdown of the game, as BC looking to restore its 18-point lead. Charles May III will be in to try the convert.
Instead,
Semi will go for the
snap.
carry, and he stopped short. I'm not sure if that was a planned play or just a low snap that Semi decided to take off, but either way, stopped short by Alberta, so just add 6 more points. And it's a 30-14 advantage BC with 1:37 left to play here in the third quarter.
Takes the snap, goes right, and is tripped up and pinned.
Play well defense by number 21, Gavin Young from Peace River. And so BC with its first points here in the second half. Carson Mertz on the 1-yard touchdown run. Charles May III to kick off.
All set up by the Braden Anderson big run. I don't know if he was out of gas or lost his balance. And it was a good play as well, though, by Ethan Gabaw of the Calgary Hilltoppers. Like he had an angle on him and just tried to get him out of bounds, and he did.
Yeah, stopped the touchdown for the moment. As Cody Harper and Tyler Turner, number 13 and number 6 respectively, are back to field this kickoff. And he kicks it deep. Fielded by Turner, or make that Harper. Cody Harper right up the middle. Oh, he got to the 40-yard line before he saw any resistance and then pushed back. But Cody Harper showing his great speed in the return game. Had an electric return of a kickoff back from basically 19 yards deep in his own end zone, got it out to the 40.
87, I believe Colton Forrester made the tackle, made the initial contact.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 Alberta from the 35-yard line. With 1:20 to play, third quarter. Alberta takes over the football. Back in at quarterback, number 12, Andrew Nielsen. He's got Matthew Peterson behind him at tailback. And the handoff to Peterson. Cuts back to the middle, not a lot of space, but burrows his way for a few extra yards.
Tacklers
got a
are
5-yard gain almost.
Are 21, Connor Hurley. Also in on the stop, 19, Nathaniel Blondo.
So 2nd and a long 5. Again from the shotgun formation, Nielsen. As Halverson comes in motion up against the line, and a cutback by Peterson. Plenty of yardage here for the first down as he's brought down right at midfield. So Matthew Peterson starting to find some success here in the second half on the ground for Alberta.
Matthew Peterson hitting the hole and accelerating through the line for a good gain before he's brought down by 55, Nathan Elridge.
So just short of midfield at the 54-yard line. 1st and 10 for Alberta. And this is quite possibly our last play of the third quarter. 0's on the clock. Nielsen in the gun. The fake handoff and finds Halverson in the flat. Gets a block on the outside. John Halverson with some room up the far sideline and finally pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Good run and catch by Jack Halverson. He tried to tightrope that sideline, and it looks like they're calling him out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
So Nielsen one of his longer pass plays of the game. And another first down for Alberta. So the offense starting to click here in the second half.
And that is the end of the quarter.
30-14, British Columbia ahead as we have 15 minutes left to play in the ABC Border Bowl, the Rising Stars game. Grade 10 and 11 players here on GoLiveSportscast.com. Marty Basita and Brian Janot on the call. And we're looking forward to a thrilling conclusion of this game, as Alberta is on the march. First down from the 25-yard line in BC territory.
After a 29-yard gain on a pass and run play by Jack Halverson, sets up Alberta with an opportunity to get back again into closer range of BC.
So Nielsen in the shotgun at quarterback for Alberta. Gould behind him as the tailback. And Halverson comes in motion. Fake handoff. And looking towards the end zone to Tyler Turner. But that's Sajin Semi breaking up the play.
Semi 10 breaking it up.
So we look at the Feature Productions replay. And Semi made a good play to break up that pass. 2nd and 10 for Alberta. Nielsen from the shotgun. This time he hands it off to Gould Jr. Off right tackle.
And quickly in to make the tackle is 21 Connor Hurley.
So a gain of about 4. Make it 3rd and 10 now.
I think we'll be, where are we at here?
I think it's 3rd down.
It should be 3rd down. The marker says first. There we go. 3rd down and 6, I believe, from the 21.
So Nielsen. Short set from the gun as Peterson in behind him. Now who goes into motion. So empty backfield. Alberta coming back into the play, and a deflected pass picked off by Sajin Semi. He's got nothing but daylight in front of him. Semi to the 15, 10, and cuts back to the middle for a huge defensive play, British Columbia. Oh my, how fortunes can turn in the game of football. Sajin Semi, as we look at the Feature Productions replay off the deflected pass.
Looks like he picked it off at about the 22, and after it was tipped, and Sajin Semi goes all the way, he had clear sailing in front of him, 88 yards on the interception return. And as they would say on ESPN, that is a backbreaker.
That is definitely a huge play for BC as Sajin Semi with a huge return off the interception, the 3rd turnover of the game for Alberta, a critical one as BC puts more points on the board thanks to Sajin Semi from Mount Douglas.
And Charlie made the 3rd for the convert attempt. And there's no question about it, it is good.
I think the guys running down the balls would just start on the track.
That's probably where you should be.
Yeah. So another convert for May the 3rd. And it's 38-14. BC, what a turn of events here at Community Sports Stadium.
Looked at and didn't see, but the ball was tipped. And it was tipped, it was up for the taking, and Sajin Semi took it all the way. That's something that I believe coaches practice on a regular basis, tip drills. And our coach in residence here, timekeeper Kevin Weiber, is shaking his head. That's something you run all week long, and sometimes I think maybe the players wonder why you're doing it, but there's the reason right there.
Yeah, BC defender did get a hand on that pass from Nielsen that put it up into the air, and Semi made the break on the ball, and then nothing but daylight on his way to a long touchdown return. So with 13-12 to go here in the 4th quarter, it's British Columbia now with a 38-14 lead over Alberta.
Alberta was driving at that point. They had started out at their 35-yard line. the 7th play of the drive, and it all went for naught.
And the offense had been playing better here in the second half, including a Matt Peterson 7-yard touchdown run and driving once again on that possession, but that's how the fortunes can change, as May the 3rd will now kick it deep.
And
Tyler Turner.
And he probably will kick it deep.
Yeah, and Cody Harper back to field this kickoff. And it's going to Turner. Or make that Harper.
Harper at the 11.
Cody Harper again right up the middle. Good return game for Cody Harper all afternoon and into the evening as he gets that back close to the 45-yard line. And Alberta will start 1st and 10 from the 45. 13:02 to go in the fourth quarter.
And on the tackle is number 19, Nathaniel Blondo.
As we look at the Feature Productions replay, right up the middle, breaking a tackle was Harper.
Slowing him down is number 77, Gavin Grewal.
So Andrew Nielsen in once again at quarterback for Alberta. He's got Matthew Peterson as his tailback and 5 receivers. Handoff to Zach Eliason, who came in motion. And BC well defended on that play.
Leading the
nearly
charge.
Getting back to the line of scrimmage was Eliason.
On the tackle, number 9, Darius Penner. So no gain.
2nd and 10, Alberta. Peterson from the gun.
Also there was 36, Dion Kelly.
Yeah, Nielsen from the gun. Peterson the tailback. And there's the handoff to Matthew Peterson. And it goes off left tackle for 5 yards. 5-yard gain makes it 3rd and 5, Alberta.
And on the tackle, 52, Taylor Trush. Going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And with about 11:40 to go here in the fourth quarter, Alberta needs some points out of this drive. Try to stay alive in this football game. So Nielsen again from the gun. Peterson the tailback. And coming in motion, Cody Harper to the left side. And on the counter, the handoff to Peterson. He goes nowhere.
And 77, Grewal is there quickly to wrap him up.
Yeah, Gavin Grewal's had a heck of a game for BC in the interior line.
So it will be no gain in 4th and 5.
Flashing on the rush was Darius Penner, who almost got he did get a hand on Peterson in the backfield, and then it was Grewal there and company to clean up. And going forward on 4th and 5, Alberta no choice at this point in the football game. Nielsen from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side instead. Hands it to Peterson, looking to cut back close to the first down marker, and he bowls his way over. A determined run by Matthew Peterson.
Good hard running for Peterson to get the first down. Charlie May the 3rd, 17, brings him down with help from 16, Austin Balzer. And it's a gain of 7.
So into BC territory, Alberta once again. 1st and 10 from the 53. Into the backfield now for Alberta, Ben Van Leeuwen. He's behind Nielsen in the gun. Empty backfield. Nielsen looking on the right side, and one-handed interception by Sajin Semi. What a play. He's already had the defensive play of the game, and now another pick potentially as we have a flag down on the field.
He snuffed out a drive. Pass interference, or are we calling a roughing the passer call here?
Yeah, where the flag is, it's behind the line of scrimmage, and it is roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, so it nullifies a great interception by Semi, and it'll be first down on the penalty for Alberta.
A big turn of events there. as the penalty negates the interception, which would have been Semi's second of the game. Instead, the chains move forward for Alberta with a first down from the 30-yard line.
Still an amazing interception.
Yeah, Sagen Semi's showing nice ball skills on defense.
Yeah, there's some athletic ability there, there's no question. But a roughing the passer call negates the interception, and the Alberta drive continues at the BC 30.
9:46 left to go, fourth quarter. BC ahead 38-14. Andrew Nielsen, the quarterback, in the gun. Harper comes in motion, stays in to block. Van Leeuwen met in the backfield and hit hard.
First man there is Paulo Amenta, number 76, 6'2", 240 from Notre Dame, flagged down on the play. Objectionable conduct against BC, an unsportsmanlike call will give Alberta another first down.
So a couple of first downs by way of penalty here for the team in blue.
Van Leeuwen's helmet fell off, and I think maybe there was a bit of taunting afterwards that probably got the penalty for Alberta. Nevertheless, it is 1st and 10 down at the 22-yard line.
Split backs for Nielsen from the gun, out wide to Harper, looking to move inside. But BC is all over that play once again. Colton Forrester leading the charge.
So a short gain on the play.
And it'll be a short third down now for Alberta. Actually make it second down.
Second down. And 2.
From the 22. High formation behind Nielsen, who goes under center. Peterson, the tailback, will let the fullback. The handoff to Peterson. Wasn't necessarily a clean exchange. And looks like his forward momentum may have brought him over the first down.
87 Forrester again on the stop, but he probably got across the 20, where it's indicated, so it'll be a first down on the play. Just inside the 20.
Yeah, his forward momentum carried him over the first down marker. So another first down for Matthew Peterson on the ground, the 5'9" running back from Brooks. And now Gould Jr. is in at tailback. Nielsen from the gun. 1st and 10 from the 19. 7:50 to play. The handoff to Gould, who jumps in the air to avoid a tackle and then brought down by a gang of BC players.
To the outside, Forrester 87 in on the stop, along with Trush 52.
Yeah, we got a BC player down once again. So with 7:36 to go here in the fourth quarter, it's 38-14.
Gain is about 3 to the 17, so it'll be 2nd and 7.
And so Alberta's been moving the ball quite well here in the second half. Just a tremendous defensive play by Sagen Semi on an 88-yard touchdown interception. Snuffed out one drive earlier on in this quarter as it's Grewal getting back to his feet and heading to the sideline. And it's been quite a game for Gavin Grewal. Could be something with the upper body, it looks like.
Might have had a stinger or his bell rung a little bit, but he's leaving the field under his own power.
All right, so it's Gould, the running back, going to take this snap as Nielsen comes across the formation. A fake.
Pitch to Van Leeuwen.
Yeah, Van Leeuwen, and the ball's on the ground. And not again.
BC is
if
indicating,
you're an Alberta fan.
and the referees indicate it is BC ball on the fumble recovery.
down around the 4-yard line.
Coming up with the football is 94 Nicholas Young.
Or make that the 7-yard line.
See how this play went.
Stripped from behind by Forrester.
Forrester came from the right side and just popped the football out from under his arm. And Nicholas Young, big 94, recovered. So BC is back in business after the recovery.
So a fourth turnover for Alberta. A real crushing one here as they trail 38-14 with 7:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Another play deep in BC territory comes up snake eyes for Alberta.
Be from their own 6-yard line, BC.
Yeah, Mertz back under center, the handoff. And Tristan Canoris on the carry.
44. Dawson Halleck and number 55, Joshua Keane on the tackle.
Couple yards gained on the play, 2nd and 8 for BC. Will definitely take their time on this possession. In command of this game. Up 24. Merritt's back under center, I formation. With Canoris, the tailback, instead on the jet sweep play. Handed off to Josh Wilson. Scored on a touchdown in the first half on a similar play, but wrapped up well by Alberta.
That was good contain on the outside, and then 10 Heidinger and 47 Highland clean up. And the contain move on the play for Alberta was number 49, Isaiah Van Ness.
So make it 3rd and a long 6 to go for the BC first down. And discussion of matters on the field. I didn't see a penalty flag on the play, but
illegal substitution was the call against BC. Alberta declined the penalty, and it brings up 3rd down.
Merritt's out of the gun. Handoff to Braden Anderson, who shakes off a tackle and is close to a first down.
Anderson spinning his way up the middle. And on the stop is 88, Daniel DeSutter.
Yeah, and a big first down there for BC. Moves the chains as we approach 5 minutes to play left in the fourth quarter. BC ahead 38-14 in the Rising Stars contest here at the ABC Border Bowl.
Oh, early movement.
Well, it'll be a penalty of 5 yards for BC. As I'm not sure what happened there, but the entire left side was moving. And Mertz wasn't even ready to accept the snap.
Takes it back to the 14-yard line. It will be 1st and 15.
Under 5 to go. BC in control. And a handoff to the fullback. Goes up the middle. Goes back to the original line of scrimmage.
Ken Meidinger on the stop, along with 55, Keane.
Another carry for Anderson, who's carried the load here for British Columbia on the ground. He's had a lot of work, Braden Anderson. Has a 1 8-yard touchdown run from the first quarter to his credit as well. So Merritt's under center, I back formation, looking to pass now, out wide, and complete to Tyler Rooker. So that's his first catch of the game. I believe that's enough for a first down.
47 Highland and 10 Meidinger with the tackle, but it's out over the 30 for a first down.
So BC moving the chains once again, looking to salt this one away.
Gain of about 11.
Like Alberta had someone on him as well, but Rooker made the catch on the pass from Carson Mertz. who stays in the shotgun. Pistol formation. Low snap. And coming down right up the middle, Elliott Spate for the sack.
Spate, number 57, 6'2", 230, out of West Central, just came blasting straight up the middle. The snap was low, and Mertz had no chance, and there's a sack on the play. Back to the 21, so it's a loss of 9.
And second down and 19. Under 3 minutes to play now in regulation.
Into the final 3 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Mertz under center. He's got a couple backs behind him. Instead, on the reverse, the handoff. Pretty good gain there for Jacob Macri. But there's a flag on the play. So on the reverse, well disguised by Mertz in the backfield.
Holding BC.
And Macri broke a tackle and then drug Highland for a few yards, but it's coming back on the hold. And this is a long third down.
Takes it back to the 14-yard line. That is a big loss.
That's the 3-minute whistle. We'll see what British Columbia draws up here on a 3rd and 1,000,000 play. Mertz with split backs. Time to pass. Found an open receiver and a broken tackle. Jacob Macri got close to a first down, about a yard short. And a nice grab there by Macri. All kinds of time for Mertz to throw the ball.
Gordon DePro's number 11 makes the tackle. 5'11", 165 out of Wetaskiwin. But it's going to be a big gain.
Yeah, so
and
fourth and
about 2. 4th and 2 to go.
So
at the 40-yard line.
I'm going to guess that BC is going to go
just
for
inside
it.
The 40.
Just assault this game away, look for another first down and keep that clock moving with under 2:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. Mertz with a pair of backs in the backfield until Wilson goes in motion. And right up the middle. No problem.
That would be Anderson.
Yeah, for Braden Anderson.
Tackler is 55, Joshua Keane.
Yeah, basically if you need a couple of yards, Braden Anderson will get them. He's done all game for British Columbia.
Up to the 42, so it was a gain of 3, and the first down keeps the chains moving, keeps the clock moving.
Under 2 minutes to play. Rising Stars Challenge at the ABC Border Bowl. BC has been in control this entire fourth quarter thanks to a couple of Alberta turnovers, and the ball flung out wide to Josh Wilson, and it's a fumble. Ball on the ground, should be an Alberta recovery. So Wilson made the catch clean, made a clean catch, but then Alberta's pursuit and ripping the ball away,
I think that
forcing
was
a fumble.
3 Zach Eliason that pulled it out of his hand, possibly. Check that, make it 4.
Yep.
4, Michael Sawatsky, the W.R. Myers Rebels.
And so Alberta with a chance to maybe punch one more in before this final minute 43 is done.
And Isaiah Van Ness recovers. And it's Alberta ball, 1st and 10 at the 45.
So Nielsen back in at quarterback from the gun. Or actually, that's Van Leeuwen in the gun. Hands it off to Nielsen, looking to pass. And he threw it up for grabs, and it's picked off by Charlie May III. He's done it all on defense today for British Columbia.
Charlie May, second interception of the game.
Yep.
He intercepted one down at the goal line.
That's right.
Cody Harper makes the tackle, but
So as we look at the feature productions replay, it was a direct snap to Van Leeuwen, who handed it off to Nielsen, throwing against his body, kind of threw it up for grabs, and there was Charlie May III playing center field, hauling in his second interception of the game. And that's been the story here in the second half for Alberta. Now 5 turnovers overall, but 3 of them coming here in the fourth quarter.
So a fumble recovery for Alberta, but they give it right back on the interception. And plays blown dead.
So legal procedure on British Columbia. Moves them back 5 yards. As dusk settling in here in southern Alberta.
Is that what it is?
Well, it's a little bit of cloud cover also coming in.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of the two.
Yep. But it's just been a fantastic day for football all day here at University of Lethbridge Community Sports Stadium. 4 games being played across 4 different age groups. And BC with a clean sweep today, winning the Young Stars game 51-14, the Future Stars game 35-0, and the Rising Selects 56-28, and in command here in the Rising Stars contest. Low snap and it's again another fumble
on the exchange, recovered by Alberta.
So
and that is number 9, Daniel Gardner, coming up with the football on the recovery. Gardner, 5'9", 185 out of Crescent Heights and Medicine Hat. And Alberta one more chance to get on the scoreboard. 1st and 10 just inside the BC 25.
Yeah, the handoff exchange not very clean there. And so a second fumble for British Columbia in as many possessions. Better to do it late, I suppose, than early. And so with 1:15 to go here in the fourth quarter, Alberta takes over the football on the 24-yard line. So Nielsen in the gun. Back to pass, big rush off the edge, and it's a fumble. And rumbling with nothing but daylight in front of him. Joe Nickel, he's got one man to beat.
And he
brought down at the 2.
And Van Leeuwen brought him down at the 2-yard, make it the 1-yard line.
So Joe Nickel, the defensive lineman, 6'1", 240 pounds from Langley. So we look at the feature productions replay. Causing the fumble was Dion Kelly.
36, just came blasting over the side, and that gave Joe Nickel a chance. 6'1", 240 with the Langley Stampeders.
And so with under a minute to play here in the fourth quarter.
Ben Van Leeuwen ran him down.
Yeah, good hustle from Van Leeuwen.
Give Van Leeuwen some credit to run him down, but it's 1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
So it's Mertz in the shotgun. Fakes the pass out wide, hands off instead to Braden Anderson, and he's stacked up behind the line of scrimmage.
74, David Van Krieken on the stop with help from number 9, Daniel Gardner.
So still 2nd and goal.
Back at the 6.
Mertz in the gun. Split backs. And looking to his left for the touchdown. Tyler Rooker hauls it in. And a late score here by British Columbia.
Good catch by Rooker.
44-14. A 7-yard touchdown grab, perfectly thrown by Mertz as Rooker goes up high to haul it in. Another score for British Columbia.
And one more convert attempt by Charlie May III.
As the blocking is now in place. Semi the hold, May the boot, and back on the track. It's caught. So another 2 points for May the 3rd. And it's 46-14 British Columbia. 5 converts on the day for Charlie May III.
So the big hit by Dion Kelly causes the fumble. It's picked up by number 29, Joe Nickel. He stopped on the 1 yard line. Good hustle by Ben Van Leeuwen. And then after 2 plays, it's a pass. March to Rooker in the end zone to make it 46-14.
So a strong performance on both sides of the football by British Columbia. Kind of a bend don't break defense from them as they caused several turnovers here, especially in the second half, as Alberta did have a chance.
They had some opportunities, they really did, but that interception by number 10, Sejun Semi, that probably really...
Certainly the turning point in this game.
Yeah, it turned any chance of Alberta comeback, that snuffed it out right there. 88 yards on the interception return, and that gave the BC the 38-14 lead at that point.
And
short kick?
Yeah, squib kick, or maybe an onside attempt, and that's brought down by David Van Kierken.
David Van Kierken on the recovery, just on the Alberta side of center field at 54.
So 29 seconds left on the game clock.
Make the line of scrimmage center field.
Nielsen back in at quarterback for Alberta. Peterson the tailback.
Number 12, Andrew Nielsen, closing out the game for Alberta.
Empty backfield as Nielsen over the middle finds his target, and that's Cody Harper.
Cody Harper for a good first down.
Lethbridge's Catholic Central High School down to the 35.
Charlie May the third with the tackle.
And Alberta will take a timeout. Playing right to the end.
A 20-yard gain on that play for Cody Harper.
So with 22 seconds left now in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10, Alberta from the 35. Nielsen in the gun. Peterson the tailback. 3 receivers to the wide side, 2 to the near. And again, another pass over the middle. And he finds an open Zach Eliason from Lethbridge's Chinook.
Good catch by Eliason right down at the 10-yard line.
Tough territory to make a catch. A lot of traffic down there.
So a 25-yard gain, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
So Alberta looking for one more score before the end of this game. Takes a timeout with 16 seconds left.
Well, it's been a interesting day of football all around.
Yeah, there's been lots of excitement here in Lethbridge. Lots of highlights.
Lots
of
scoring,
of big plays.
That's for sure, and lots of big plays. Alberta didn't score too often, but usually when they scored, it was on a big play.
Yeah, indeed.
Just the one touchdown for Alberta in this game, though. The other points came on field goals.
Yep.
Just outside the 10-yard line, 1st and 10.
So basically 1st and goal here for Alberta. Looking to punch one in before the end of the game. Nielsen from the gun. Split backs. And the fake to the flat and going to the end zone, but too far for Zach Eliason.
Zach Eliason in the back of the end zone, but it was just too far to him to get to it.
He was open as we look at our feature productions replay. And just a bit too far.
Just beyond his reach. And he was open, so 2nd and goal.
Similar formation now for Alberta. As Nielsen from the gun, split backs. So they go up and help block. Now rolling out, Nielsen looking to the end zone for Harper.
Intercepted, but there is a flag. 6, Austin Balzer with the interception, and a flag is down. Pass interference is the call against BC. So
another chance here for Alberta to punch one in. Probably the last play of the game, provided there isn't a penalty. And so from the 1 yard line,
it'll be first and goal with 2 seconds to play.
Yep. We'll see what Alberta comes up with here. As Nielsen goes under center. Willett the fullback, Peterson.
On the fake.
And Nielsen tripped up as he was trying to roll out, and that's the final play of the game.
And that was an outstanding play by Colton Forrester, who's had an outstanding game at linebacker for BC. And it was the fake to Peterson up the middle. The rollout by number 12, Andrew Nielsen, and he is stopped in the backfield.
So perhaps a very fitting end here as BC pulls away for a 46-14 victory over Alberta in the Rising Stars game, and that completes the sweep for the BC teams in the ABC Border Bowl here in Lethbridge. BC with a 54-14 win over Young Stars, 35-0 win over the Future Stars, 56-28 over the Rising Selects, and then now 46-14 in this game. Just a quick recap of the scoring. Braden Anderson with the opening touchdown, an 8-yard run for BC. Then Michael Lefebvre had a pair of field goals for Alberta, made it 8-6. Josh Wilson with a 3-yard touchdown run. And then Adam Brass, a huge play, 70-yard touchdown reception. Carson Mertz on the toss. Alberta got its first touchdown in the third quarter as Matt Peterson, who had a nice game, finished a drive with a 7-yard touchdown run. Carson Mertz responding with a touchdown run himself. Then it was Sejun Semi, the 88-yard touchdown interception in the fourth quarter that really put this game out of reach, and finished off on a touchdown catch by Tyler Rooker.
Tyler Rooker.
His first touchdown catch of the game, second touchdown pass from Mertz, and that ends up a 46-14 game. So as they shake hands here, we're going to send things down to the field for the closing ceremonies, and you'll see Shell Sangera. She'll be on the microphone addressing everyone as they give out the final prizes here. On behalf of our feature productions crew, great work, a long day here at the University of Lethbridge, but I hope everyone enjoyed the pictures that we got out to you on GoLiveSportscast.com. I also want to thank Brian Janot for doing color today, hanging in there and doing a great job.
Thank you, Marty. Did the best I could in a kind of unique situation. I'm a lot more used to doing the public address, which is sort of a different type of situation than this, but you as an old hand at television know what's going on, so I appreciate you being here and doing the job that you did. That's 4 games and 4 different divisions and a lot of players and people you're not familiar with, so I get an appreciation for what you had to go through and get involved and do this. So I think you did a really good job today, Marty. Thanks for all your work today. And Feature Productions, that's a professional crew.
That's right. We'd also like to thank our timekeeper, Kevin Weiber, who let us know when we were messing up things too badly, let us know when flags were being thrown, and there were plenty of them. And also a thank to Ron Diaz. He runs All Canadian Gridiron, and thanks to him and the All Canadian Gridiron crew for bringing this event to Lethbridge. Hope to see it again here in the future. Once again, the final score, 46-14 in the Future Stars game here, British Columbia over Alberta, and we'll send things down on the field where Shell Sangera we have to thank as well for all her help and her great work. Joe Carter, our public address announcer, for his fine work. As we sign off from the broadcast position, we'll send things down to the field here. And one final thank you to everyone who tuned in around the nation. We'll see you next year for the ABC Border Bowl.